Hello everyone, I'm Ritika and this is our today's presentation. Our topic is artificial immune system algorithm. So the first slide is biological immune systems. Let's look at the body's ultimate security team. It works in three phases. The first is the simple border wall, physical barriers like your skin, just keeping the things out. If an invader gets through, the innate immunity is the immediate non specific police force like the macrophages. They just attack anything foreign right away. But the true genius is the adaptive immunity. This is the specialized military. They learn the exact enemy, they create custom weapons, which is known as antibodies, and they have incredible memory. This means the second time you get infected, the response is instant and powerful. Basically, it's all about knowing who belongs, which is the self, and who doesn't, which is the non self. Moving on to the next slide, what is an artificial immune system? So, how do we turn that genius into code? That's the artificial immune system or the AIS. It's a smart program that learns the use of immune system as its blueprint. We swap out the biology for computer terms. For example, a virus, antigen, is just the input data we need to analyze. The body's defense weapon, which is the antibody, it becomes a detector, the piece of code that finds the problem. If we define your healthy information as safe data, self, then anything the system finds that shouldn't be there, it's simply an anomaly and an or outlier, which is the non-self. So it's all about building the smarter algorithms to spot our weird patterns. Moving on to the third slides, it's the key principles inspired by biology. So this slide is the how-to guide for AIS. We copy six key immune behaviors. First, we use the pattern recognition to pick out the important details to make sure we are ready for anything. We encourage diversity in our detectors. Then we use the clonal selection. We only keep and multiply the detectors that are successful, making the system better and faster over time. The system runs itself through the immune networks and it has no main boss or distributed control. So it's super robust. And the most valuable part is the immunological memory. We make sure that the system remembers the old threats so it can instantly recognize and shut down the recurring problems. So now Anushka will be continuing with the next slides.
So AIS has three super cool methodologies: negative selection, clonal selection, and immune network. Negative selection, it's like you train the system to ignore what's normal so it can spot anything weird or abnormal, like anomaly detection. Clonal selection, think of it like the system clones and mutates the best solution. It finds to make them even better, like it's optimizing and recognizing stuff. Immune network, it's all about keeping things diverse by letting antibodies react. Super useful for clustering and learning as things change. Basically, AIS takes inspiration from how our immune system works and apply it to solve problems in AI. So now moving to the next slide. So AIS algorithms are like totally inspired by how our immune system works. You define what's normal, generate detectors, and get rid of the ones that match your normal data. Then it monitors for anything weird. It checks how good the antibodies are, clones the best ones, and mutates them to make them even better. It creates pools of antibodies, check how they infect, and regulate them to keep the system balanced. Super useful for clustering and learning as things change. Basically, AIS takes cues from biology to solve AI problems. Now, when we move to the next slide, we talk about AI's methods are super versatile and being used in tons of different areas, such as computer security, data mining, optimization tasks, and robotic engineering. They are like the cybersecurity guards detecting intrusions, malware, and changes to file integrity. AIS helps find weird patterns, group similar things, and recognizes patterns. They solve tricky problems like routing and combinatorial puzzles. Think of it like finding the best route for delivery trucks or optimizing schedules. AIS makes systems more fault tolerant, helps with navigation, and control things adaptively, like making robots smarter and more reliable. Basically, AI is inspired by immune system and being used to make tech smarter, safer, and more efficient. Now, other topics will be explained by Yashvi.
Thank you, Anushka. So in this slide, we will be discussing about advantages and benefits of AIS. So first is adaptive and self-learning. AIS keeps learning on its own. It doesn't need a manual update. If, for example, like if the environment changes or it adopts automatically. Second is memory and recall. Just like our immune system, AIS remembers past patterns. So if it sees a similar threat again, it reacts faster and stronger. Robustness and fault tolerance. Even if some detectors fail, the system still works. It's distributed, but so no one failure doesn't crash if the entire system. Fourth is exploration and exploitation. AIS improves good solutions while also exploring new possibilities. This balance helps the system avoid getting stuck. Maintenance. It always keeps a mix of different detectors. This diversity gives a broader coverage and better problem solving. The last one is anomaly detection power. AIS is very good at spotting unusual behavior, especially when we only have normal data to train on. In this slide, we will be discussing about the challenges and limitations. So the first key issue is scalability and cost. In high dimensional data, generating detectors becomes computationally expensive. The cost increases exponentially as data becomes more complex. Parameter sensitivity. AI's performance depends heavily on choosing the right parameters like mutation rate, thresholds, and population sizes. These can vary across domains. Third is coverage gaps. There's al- there's always a trade-off between having too much overlap or having gaps in detection. Achieving perfect separation of self and non-self is very difficult. Last is concept drift. When environments change, the definition of self also changes. If the model isn't updated, false alarms can increase. Mitigation notes is how to solve these challenges. One way is hybridization. We use deep learning for feature extraction to reduce dimensionality and then apply AIS. This makes the system faster and more scalable. Second is adaptive dynamics. Implement online learning so the AIS model updates itself gradually to match concept drift without needing full retraining. Third solution for these challenges is parallelization. We can use AIS detectors across many parallel nodes or GPUs, taking advantage of the system's naturally distributed design. Our chunk or V detector used advanced detector generation methods to improve coverage and reduce holes, making detection more efficient. Now that we have discussed challenges and limitations as well as solutions how to deal with those challenges, in this slide we will be discussing about the future directions and conclusions. Hybrid intelligence. AIS combined with deep learning can handle high dimensional data while keeping the adaptability of biological systems. This is a powerful combination for modern AI. IoT and edge security. Lightweight AIS models can be deployed on edge devices like IoT sensors for real-time threat detection in a distributed environment. Third is a biological realism. Integrating concepts like danger theory and dendritic cell algorithms allows AIs to reduce false positives by focusing on the context rather than just patterns. So the conclusion of this topic is overall, a artificial immune system translates nature's principles, learning, memory, diversity, and survival into powerful computational models. These systems don't just detect anomalies, they evolve to defend against them. Thank you.